Good morning and welcome to Valley Views. I'm Glenn Edison, your host, and certainly glad to have you today. And as always, we want to thank BTC Fiber for supporting our program. And you can always see these programs on cable channel 18 rather, and also BTC Fiber's YouTube page. And today we have with us Robin Burgin. She's the head librarian at the Sequatchie County Library. And Robin, thank you for being with us.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
And you've got a lot of things going on, a lot of things coming down the pipe.
Yes.
And one is your summer reading program. You're always, last year it just blew it out of the water.
It did. So hopefully this year we will blow it completely out of the water. We will do kickoff on June 1st from 9 till 12.
That's next Saturday, isn't it?
Yes, and we will have games and activities inside the library, face painting, tattooing, painting, all that kind of stuff. And then on the outside, out here in the parking lot, we will have a bouncy house, we'll have a train, we'll have a food truck. And last night at the county commissioner's office meeting, the rescue squad said that they would bring their dunk tank.
Oh, really?
So now I've got to find people who want to be dunked. And that's not going to be me.
I'll be out of town.
Because I was going to ask you. Yes. And so then that will be our kickoff date.
Yeah.
And then Monday morning we will start. We have programs every day for the month of June. Fridays are our big days. We have big performers coming. They will not be at the library. They'll be at the training center next door at City Hall.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I can't. Now we're in such a good place at the library that I don't have enough room for all the children
Right.
and the programmers. So we're going to use that. And then the last Friday of the month will be at the park, where we're going to have a magician. He rides on a unicycle, and he will be juggling fire. Yeah, he was here last year. We were at the training center, and there was not enough room for everything.
Yeah.
So this year we're at the park for the last Friday.
Last year it kind of rained, didn't it, on that?
It did.
And that kind of messed things up a little bit.
Yeah, we just hurried up that morning, gave out all of our prizes, did the drawings, and then we went to the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our theme this year is Adventures at the Library, and our adventure is camping. And I have never camped before, so this is a whole new world. I've learned so much about camping. So we expect it to be a great month of June here in Sequatchie County, and my goal is to have 100 new library cards issued.
Well, that'd be great, because I know, last year you had over 300.
307, yes.
And, it was just more than you anticipated.
Yes.
And that's a good problem to have. That's good because you have a lot of parents. I'm sure you had parents that were homeschool parents that brought their children because they wanted them to read. And then, of course, you've always had children to come to the program anyway.
Right.
But now it seems like it's growing and growing.
Yes.
And maybe you'll grow out of what you're at, and maybe.
Yeah. I mean, that's down the road. There has been some talk, I'm always talking about growth. And so we may build out from the library so we can keep our beautiful building. Who knows what the future will hold for our library. So.
Well, and I know since, and I'm not trashing any of the former directors, Miss Betty.
No.
I know me, I would not do that.
No.
But I know since you've come on, you've had a lot of new ideas and fresh ideas, and those seem like they've just picked up and gone.
And every idea has went through Miss Betty. I talk to her every morning because, like I say, the library is Miss Betty's baby, and I'm just taking care of it right now. So these are things that she wanted, and I've always wanted. And so now, it's the right timing for new ideas, new adventures at the library. So, and I'm not afraid to try.
Yes.
If it doesn't work, it just doesn't work.
Right.
But with all of our new programs and everything, we are so busy at the library every day.
Now, last year you tried a space program with teenagers.
Yes, and it was great. And they wanted it again this year, but it was a grant, and we had to wait our turn. So we didn't get the grant this year, but next year we're going to apply for the grant too. So the NASA program for the girls was wonderful. We had 12, and they were asking for it this year, and we couldn't do it this year. But next year it'll be bigger and better.
Maybe the county can ante up and start putting more
Yeah.
money in your budget.
Yeah, that would be great. I could spend it.
Well, and I know the kids have really liked that because you brought in new people that haven't been in the program before.
Right.
And
The new are all of our new employees and all of that. They have great ideas, and then that branches out to new families. And as we all know, we're growing quickly.
yes,
And so, a tidbit information: in April last month, we hit 2,000 juvenile library cards. That means
Really?
2,000 children have, under the age of 14, have their own very library card. That doesn't mean that they're just checking out books, because we have so many other things now that you can check out. We have 42 STEM kits that you could check out, from space to home ec to animal doctor to, we just covered it all. And then we have library of things. That means if I wanted to learn how to sew, but I didn't want to purchase a sewing machine right now, you can check one out at the library, use it, and say, this is what I want to do, and then you could purchase a sewing machine. We have musical instruments coming for our library of things. We have canning. And we have people in our community that said, call me if someone has a question on if they check out the canning or the sewing. So it's just branching out to so much more than just books. And that's kind of like my mission, if you will. I do believe the library books, but we are so much more than books now.
right. And all those STEM things, you probably can find a lot of other books
Yes.
that go along with that
Yes.
they could read and go, oh, this is how you do this.
Yes.
And help them along in the process.
Yeah, it's a team effort here. Our STEM goes with our books, and then they can go get on the computer and look up things. So the STEM projects have really been wonderful for all of our families, and even our older patrons.
Well, I mean, there's things that probably you and I, but like I said, you've not been camping, so there's things you could learn. There's things I could learn in several areas.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a very exciting time at the library for every library in the state of Tennessee, but mostly ours.
Well, considering in the past we've had a small library, still as far as size,
Yes.
we have a small library. But I remember years ago when it was just a limited number of books, it just wasn't there, and then the other rooms were just kind of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you've got things in all those rooms going on. And
I've used every inch of that building. We have starting a teen room upstairs, and that will be for our teens, 14 and older, and this will be a safe environment for them. They don't have to come and read a book. They can come and get on their phone. We have charging stations and all that, and we just want this environment to be a safe and fun environment where they know that they can just hang out. And we will have a librarian up there at all times when our teens are up there. And then conference room is turning into library of things, our STEM projects. We also have started a makerspace cart, and I got this idea from the Creation Discovery Museum. And it is a cart, and it has all different kinds of things in it that we would throw away, like cereal boxes and tape and scissors. It has everything that a child could just create whatever they wanted. Little wheels from Lego sets that you just can't use one wheel.
Right.
That's in there. They can glue it on something. They can attach it to something. And a lot of our homeschool children really love our makerspace. And then we have Lego night, third Tuesday of every month. That starts at 4. That's tonight. And so we have our own Legos. Someone donated 40 pounds of Legos.
Really?
Yes. So we have our own Legos. We let them play with their own, or they can bring their Legos. We don't let them be mixed. And it's just a great time for our children and our families to come together. We also have a book club, third Tuesday of every month. And that's going very well. I do not host it, but we have a patron that came and said, we really need a book club. I agree. I don't have time. And she said, let me do it. And then she did it in her where she lived previously, and it's just going great. So we have now a book club, Lego club, makerspace, all the things. And we'll still be doing more. Mostly come fall, we'll have some more new things. So.
Well, I've noticed too, a lot more people are adults are being involved and wanting to do things with y'all and help the program go.
Yes. And we couldn't do it without our volunteers. I mean, because we have so many adults that want to be involved in the library and use the library. And so when you use the library and you come and talk and you say, well, I would love to help with this, I've got your name already signed up. So we have great participation in all of our patrons from 0 to 100 now. So we're just blessed.
Well, that's really good because I see more with the Dolly Parton's library.
Yes, that's right.
All my grandchildren have received
Very
books
good.
through her, and that's so neat because when I see them, I thought, boy, that's a neat book.
Yes.
And I want to tear it open, but I let them tear it open.
Yes, it's very important for them too because it's their mail. Yes.
But it's important for children to learn to read.
Yes.
And because I remember when I was growing up, and probably when you were growing up too, there were adults who couldn't read because they didn't finish school. They had to get out and work. And times have changed, and where that's no longer the case necessarily. But we still have people that have issues with reading.
Yes, we do.
And they need help as well.
They do. And we have a lot of families that come in and ask, how can I help my child with this or that? And we have programs on our computers that will help. We have children's computers in our family room that will help children, help them be guided to reading or whatever. Or if they need some more outside help, I can direct them where to go. So that brings me to another program that we have. It's called our Self-Care Center. And it is just a center where any patron can come and get toothpaste, mouthwash, toothbrushes, laundry detergent, shampoos, body wash, all of that. And it's all free. It's all been donated from our friends of the library. And it is for our families that, by the end of the month, you just don't have the money for a toothbrush or a toothpaste. Come to the library. We can help you with that. So.
Well, that's neat, too, because that's just another outreach program. And a lot of people may not think about that. They may come just to get that item.
Yeah.
And then they realize, hey, there's a neat book. I'd like to read that.
Yeah.
Like to be a part of the whatever program.
Yeah. So it is, we have helped a lot of families that way. And that's what we're here for. That is what we're here for, is just to help the families. So we also have puzzles you can check out. And we always have a puzzle out on our table. And by August 1st, we'll have a coffee bar. So you can come in and get some coffee and do a puzzle or read the paper or get a book or just sit and chit-chat at the library. So
that's going to be really neat. And of course, I guess, do y'all carry, because I don't know this, do y'all carry digital books and stuff like that?
Oh, yes, definitely. Now, you can, if you have a library card, you can get on Libby, and there's thousands of books that you can get on your iPad. And a lot of our patrons do that. Mostly the ones that cannot come to the library anymore, they use Libby. If you have any problems with Libby, you give us a call and we'll walk you through. Because sometimes it's just we need to update your library card because they do expire. And it's just one button that we push. And then you're back on. Yeah.
And also digital books, if they're being read aloud, that'll help someone who can't read.
Yes.
And they can listen.
Yes. And we do have those for adults. And we also have guided reading with the CD with the book for our children, and you can check that out also. And that seems to help children if they can hear the word and see it. That helps some children learn how to read. So and if we don't have something, I can find it and we can.
I'm sure you will. Well, it just sounds like that. Just things are exploding.
Yes.
You're probably not keeping up with all the things that are going on. And you probably could stay 24/7 at the library.
Yes, I really could. And that's why I have lists. I have lists for everything because I can't just focus on one thing during the day. There's 17 things going on. And so I just have my lists, and I have a great assistant director that keeps me informed of, remember today, I'm okay, yeah. So, yeah, there's so much going on at the library. We just invite everybody to come to the library because we are far more than books now.
Right, and it'd be good I'm sure you've had the county leaders, several people from the county government come in, and city, and of course the city, I'm sure, because you're using their facilities, having to because of the growth, and that's got to be it's got to be catching on somewhere. They got to be thinking, hey, we're growing, maybe we should.
Yeah, they are great supporters. Our county and our city are great supporters of our library. They have been in. We have we hosted a light dinner for our county commissioners, just so they could come in and just see all the new things that are happening at the library. And they were all just blown away. So, and that's what I like. I like to keep all of my commissioners, city and county, on edge. Just
well, that building there has been here since the 30s.
Yes.
1930s.
Yes, 32, so, I do believe.
Yeah. So it's soon going to be 100 years old.
Yeah.
And it stood the time.
Yes.
And I can't tell you the number of times that people have gone in there, and no telling how many thousands of people have been in and out of that building.
Yeah. It's just amazing. I would love to know the numbers because I am a number type person, and I love end of the month because I get to do my numbers. I would love to know how many people have been in that building. That'd be just, I would love that.
And of course, Miss Betty, she was a librarian for
60 years. Longest running librarian in Tennessee.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow. And of course she didn't get paid a whole lot.
No.
You know, but she loved her job.
Mm-hmm. She did, and she still loves it.
Yeah.
Because I keep her in the loop every morning. We have our morning coffee together. So I say, I wonder if this will work. That's what I've been wanting to do. I thought about that the other day, or I want to do that years ago, and it's just wonderful that we have that relationship.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change our relationship for anything. So, and like I tell her, I'm just taking care of your baby.
Well, and when she was librarian, and I don't mean this to be a negative, but a lot of people didn't see the need of the library.
Right.
You know, it struggled. It went through some times, and I remember.
And a lot of people still think that.
Yeah, they just don't see the need because they're too busy doing a lot of other stuff.
Yes.
And they don't have time to read.
Right.
And that's why everything's digital now.
Yeah.
A lot of things are digital simply because people don't have time to sit down and read a book or maybe a newspaper. They just, they do have time.
Yeah.
It's just
it's not on their priority list. Yes.
And because, we all have digital. It's a great thing. It's been a great thing because it gives you a wide variety of things, gets you out there.
Yes.
We don't want to forget here.
Yeah, definitely. And, we have 24,000 books in our library right now. And each one of them, if anybody has a question about something or they just wanted to learn a little bit more, I can find you a book on whatever issue you have. So,
and see, a lot of even the large bookstores like Barnes and Noble and or Books a Million's no longer around.
Right.
But Barnes and Noble, I think, is the only one left. And you go in there and you start looking, you're thinking, there's that many books on this subject.
Yes. Yes, it's so true. And I try and keep. I can't have a book for everything.
Right.
But I try and keep up with what is valid in our society right now, and I try and keep some books on that. The whole range of a subject. So I wish I had more room. I would have more books, but we're working toward more room. That's one of our goals. So before I retire.
Well, you're never going to retire.
Oh, no.
Because you're too good at this, and
well, I love it. I didn't know that I would be the librarian. I didn't even qualify for it. My qualifications were not librarian.
Yeah.
And was given this, and it's just been a blessing every day. Been a true blessing for me.
Well, good. Well, I do appreciate. Is there anything we haven't covered you'd like to talk about? That some things coming down the pike. Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, we will be doing some announcements probably in the fall.
Okay.
I would like everyone to come and see our teen room when it's up and running completely. We will have ice machine and coffee and everything for our teens. And of course, summer reading program. That's
Yeah.
right on the forefront of all of my thinking
Next
right now.
Saturday.
Next Saturday, 9 to 12. You'll see us out here. We have things inside for everybody. And I just encourage every family to come to the library that Saturday morning.
That sounds like it's going to be a fun day.
It will be. And we have fun things every day, like I said, for the month of June. One Friday, we're going to make tents inside the library, and each child will get their very own flashlight, and Miss Robin will be reading Under the Stars. So that's going to be one fun thing. And we're going to go on a bear hunt, and we had a great volunteer make homemade stuffed teddy bears.
Really?
So we're going to make binoculars out of toilet paper holders that the community has saved, and I probably now have 3,000 toilet paper holders at the library. We're going to make binoculars, and we're going to sing the song, we're going to read the book, and we're going to go on our very own bear hunt at the library. So it's going to be a great month of June for all of us.
Kids will love that.
Yes, I hope so. I'm excited. If I'm the only one that loves it, that's okay.
Well, I find that it's hard to judge children because you don't know what's going on
Right.
in their mind, especially little children.
Yes.
And sometimes they can be having a ball, and you're going, I don't understand a thing you're saying.
Right.
You're having fun.
That's all that matters. Yes. You're safe and you're having a good time. That's all that matters.
And they're creative, so when you do that bear hunt, I'm sure you're
Yes.
going to hear the roars and
Yes.
everything.
You'll probably hear it over here. I hope so.
Yeah. Well, that'll be that. I'm looking forward to that because I think it's fun. I know the children love it, and the children will be creative, and you probably get. I'm sure you get ideas from the children.
I do.
Each year.
Yes. And they'll say, Miss Robin, could I do this? Well, I think we all could do that activity or whatever. And in a couple weeks, we're doing that activity, whatever it is. Yeah. I get a lot of ideas from our little friends because
Wow.
they're full of ideas.
Yeah.
Some good, some bad. You just have to take your pick.
Yeah. Well, that'll be great, and I'm so glad you came today and being with us and seeing all these things because I know they always excite me when I heard last year you had over 300. I thought,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
that is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's probably the largest number you've ever had.
Ever had, yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't do a goal this year because I didn't want to be disappointed,
Yeah.
but I want to be blown out of the water. So if I serve one child, my job is done. That's how I look at it. So
Well, we'll get on the radio and we'll start pushing that.
yes,
Get everybody out.
yes, I'm excited. So come see us next Saturday from 9 to 12.
All right, great. Well, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
And again, you can see this interview on BTC Fiber's YouTube page and their cable channel 18. So until next time, have a great day. Hey everybody, this is Glenn Edison from Valley Views. We appreciate you watching our shows, and we would like for you to like, share, and follow us on Facebook, as well as like and subscribe to our YouTube page.